Do the honors.
Just before I begin to extend the welcome, if you have a program, you may be a bit perplexed as I was, because I did see that Donna Lewin Williams was going to introduce the Master of Ceremonies. No introduction. We ought not to have the need to prepare any kind of portfolio to talk about who we are and what we do. Because for over a century, this organization had accompanied and stood by persons who find themselves on the margins of forms. Along with them at this table here, we have Mr. Johnny Hamilton and his son Jonah. Along with him, we have the chairman of the KYMCA, Mr. Alan Roy Marsh, and his wife, Mrs. Marsh. And we...
Matter of fact, the Finns are responsible for passing on the formula from making rum to Jerry and his nephew. My great-grandfather gave up rum making and went into the church. He said, I can't serve two spirits. So we abandoned the attempt to make all of Jamaica drunk and tried to save some.
Master of Ceremonies is Mr. Robert Finzi Smith, Reverend Carl Johnson, and his lovely wife, Mrs. Yvette Johnson. Mr. Headley Campbell, VP Controller, KYMCA.
Is here for 125 years. And so we appreciate your support. We appreciate you always behind us. But what I am asking, because some of my friends don't like to beg like me. So what I'm asking is when you all leave here, just think, what can I do to help that little light at 21 Hope Road cover this?
But that's it for me. As I said, we'll enjoy the festivities tonight, and thank you all for coming.
Role tonight. I'm Anthony Bradford. I'm what am I now? Too many different things. I'm the president of the National Council of YMCAs since I took over from Trevor Spence, who is in our audience, after many years. So I sit in that capacity, but tonight I'm also a vice chairman, second vice chairman of the Kingston Line. And I'm a Woolmas boy. I have to bring that in because I'm hearing too much of the other politics. So I have to put that in. Right, yes. So my role here this evening is to just bring us back to an era in the 1960s when Recordom was taken over by, and why I say so, the Wiseman's Club is actually 75 years in July in Jamaica, and it's the first service club that was chartered in Jamaica. It even goes before.
The Legacy Award, Kingston YMCA 105th anniversary. The Kingston YMCA members honors the memory of Mrs. Constance Beryl Hamilton and her son Alexander Hamilton, special donors for the timeless gift of land to the YMCA on which a campsite was erected, YMCA Camp Hamilton, circa 1960s. Many friendships were forged, memories were made, lessons learned, and for all, a lifetime of experience gained. Presented to John Hamilton and Jonah Hamilton at the Kingston YMCA Jamaica Foundation Banquet, June 14, 2025.
Anthony here, and you know, taking some of the refreshments. I wasn't expecting this at all. Quite a surprise. Although I was aware of the connection with our family and Camp Hamilton. I used to drive by on that road growing up and see the old tattered sign in the bush saying Camp Hamilton, and wondered, you know, what that was all about, because it was really past my time, you know. Did it go 70s or something? When did it get vandalized?
About
80?
1979.
Well, anyway, I wasn't really partaking in the Camp Hamilton activities when I was young, so. But my grandmother was very, you know, into the local community and helping out, and I'm sure it's something that she would have done.
1982, and his dad, who we knew quite well, Alexander, he passed during the COVID era there, 2020. Okay, and we actually met with him a number of times to be able to get Camp Hamilton with a title and all of those things during that time. So we really honor their legacy.
My role here is that I'm currently the chair of the Youth Development Program. I want to first point out that I am not a medical doctor. I'm a PhD in computer science. The reason that may be important to you is that if you decide to drop down in front of me, I do not want you to feel bad if I step over you to go find someone who can help. It's better for you. All right, so first of all, I should point out that
I said this man been reading up on Trump. Yeah. It's amazing. Well, rather than complicated the story is the more believable it is. So as it reached the front door and it opened, him don't wait, him start talking immediately. So boy, you want to say I left work at 4 o'clock. And I drive down the road and I see Bobby with the whole car, and as usual it broke down. You know, for one me I tell him, sell that rotty. And I told him to a gas station and I said, I have a mechanic round the back. So push it round there and thing. And I said, I know where they can get the parts for it this evening and thing. I'm still down and wait for him, you know, because you never know the crime and thing. I would start playing domino. I've never want stay too long. When we get 5, 6 love in a row. Finally, them fix the car and same lift up our rails, and just in case it broke down again, we follow him up the hill. And have 2 drinks and come down and sit. 9 o'clock. And the wife says, okay. And in his mind, he said, get away. Now, for those of you not old enough to experience it, let me explain something to you. You can write it down. Women's brains are what they make computer out of. So she lie down there listening and I'm mentally taking notes. Enter, save. You hear them know? And him, in his mind, has survived. Weeks later, close to a month, he's watching cricket. And the West Indies are winning for first in a long time.